Thoughts?
Yes.
What does Comcast do? Do they just show up unannounced? Hey, I'm here to fix your cable. My cable's not broken. Hey, I'm the DirecTV guy. You got to watch because DirecTV subcontracts a lot of their work, especially on the weekends. So a regular truck will show up a lot of times. That's what happened in my house the other day. Some guy in a truck showed up. I'm like, who is this? But you're the one that usually arranges a Comcast or DirecTV guy to show up. Can somebody get a Comcast shirt and a name tag? Yeah, pretty easy. So if you're not already aware that there's a visit by a cable guy or somebody here to fix your, whoever it is. The only exception I can think of is a meter reader. They show up a lot of time unannounced. But if it's a cable guy or something to that extent, you usually know about it. So do not let these people in your house. Even, call Comcast. Say, you know what, you're welcome to wait at my front door, but I don't know who you are. I'm going to call Comcast. And then all of a sudden Comcast says, I have no idea what you're talking about. Give us a call. This is a scam. They're up to no good.
And
That's
also,
just one example.
along the scam lines with that hailstorm and stuff that hit us last summer.
We're going to get into that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
What kind of meter would they be reading?
The electric meter?
The electric meters have all years ago been converted over.
Not
they
everybody.
just drive by.
Okay.
Not in some old homes.
I have an old home.
I kind of live in the middle of nowhere, and they still do that in my house.
Yeah.
So I throw that out. But.
My home, eventually we did it, but only because we finished the basement. Otherwise, it was in the house.
If you find a door open or any signs of forced entry, do not go inside. There's a possibility if somebody broke into your house, they're still in there trying to clean you out. You do not want to approach this person. I don't care how irritated, how angry, and how badly you want to kill them right then. Do not go in that door because what have we explained? 90% of all violent crimes are drug addicted. Do you want some crazed dope addict? Do you want to confront them in your house? What do dope addicts typically have as a personality disorder? Paranoia. What do they typically carry? Weapons. Don't approach them. That's a 911. That's a 911. I got my door wide open, and I don't know if anybody's inside. Get out of there, call 911. We'll come in there, and we'll be thrilled to find somebody in there. We would love to find somebody hiding under the bed. We'll make sure your house is secure before we let you in. Yeah, this thing's gone. Whoop. This is kind of an older, the Star 57. This actually traces the call. If you get a crank call or a threatening phone call, you could try to use this and you get kind of an automated response phone number. A lot of people will call from block numbers and things of that nature. So Star 57 can be beneficial, but it's kind of older technology.
How many of you guys still have hardwired phones with the phone company?
Landline?
Yeah, landline. Phone company, or is it VoIP? You know what I mean by VoIP? Voice over IP? Internet?
Yeah.
Comcast, that kind of
Yes,
stuff?
yes,
Quest?
yes.
Quest?
We have Vonage.
Vonage, so that's VoIP.
Yeah.
How many of you use just cell phones? Anybody? That's all you have for a home phone is a cell phone?
That's it.
Yeah. I think that this, I'm not positive, but I think that you can still trap numbers, star 57, and retrieve it if stuff comes up. But there's a lot of things. Yes, ma'am?
Suppose that you have a recording device on your machine. Is it illegal to record? Just hit the record button when it starts?
No. As long as you're part of the conversation, it's not illegal to record a conversation.
That's why we like to call a lot of burglary suspects, because we're aware of the conversation. Record. So that's a little thing we like to do too. So no, you can absolutely record.
So the star 57 actually directs it to you?
Now the star 57 will give you the number. It'll basically try to trace the phone number where the call is coming from. So it'll try to provide the phone number.
So many phones have a caller ID on them now that
Yeah.
you really don't.
Yeah. Again, it's older information, but I thought I'd throw it out there just in case you have just an old style
But you
landline.
can
There's also
block your
websites
calls.
that you can go, one or two websites you can go to that take that number and put it in to see who called you.
Yeah.
It just says the number.
Yeah. Does the bank typically call you and say, hey, I need your account number, something's crazy here? Does the bank ever do that, realistically?
No.
Do not fall for that. Don't ever provide your personal information. What is the most sacred number that you have? Bam, I like it. I like it. That is the most sacred number, and why is that?
Might be out, they got it.
wipe you out. All I need is your name and your social security number, and I can clear out, and I can wreak havoc and destroy everything you've worked at your whole entire life. I can destroy your credit so you couldn't even qualify for a loan to get a dog. You couldn't do anything. So do not give that number out. Back in the old days, they used to tell you to scribe your social security number on all your electronics and stuff. Those were the old days before we realized the importance of that number. Because now with credit scores and everything, the way things are currently, you don't want that number getting out. And we'll talk about mail versus online and stuff here in a little bit. But don't ever provide any of that information, including account numbers of any account, over the phone. If you call the bank, you know it's the bank. If the bank calls you, you really don't know, unless you know somebody over there and you're comfortable with it.
And that's the same with email too. If you guys use email and you get an official looking notice from your bank that wants your account information or wants you to verify account information, things like that, that should be a red flag. They shouldn't be doing that. It actually happened to my wife, her bank. It looked official. It had the bank name on it and everything. It looked right. And I said, do not reply to that. They should know all that stuff. They shouldn't have to be questioning you about that stuff.
Why would the bank ask you for your account number?
Yeah.
They know it.
Exactly.
But back to social security numbers, a lot of financial institutions and others that you call and they say, well, I need to verify where, your address, your phone. And then they say, what are the last 4 digits of your social security number?
Well, and the one difference there, I would say, is you're calling them,
Yeah.
right? You're calling this institution to provide information. This isn't a random cold call. Hey, this is the loan specialist. I need your social security number, so I need it for whatever reason. So that's the difference. If you're making the call to a reputable company and you're familiar with the number and all that, that might be part of them trying to figure out who you are, is the last 4 digits of your social security number. That's more of a common question, I would say, as long as you're the one placing the call to a place that you trust.
And that pretty much is indicating that they already know what your social security number is, because you're just verifying 4 digits of it. You're not giving the whole thing.
Right.
So, and then some of the stuff when you're away from home, as far as street crime goes, it's pretty self-explanatory. Carry as little cash as possible. Carry credit cards in a concealed coat or chest pocket. We always encourage men to put their wallet in front. No, I got my back today. I'm a bad example. Carry your wallet in front because it's a lot harder for somebody to just creep up in front of you and take your wallet out than it is to go behind you.
Is this a common thing in the city of Lakewood, for instance?
We're not seeing any trends right now because of it. This is all preventative stuff. We've seen it before, but I haven't seen it in a long time. So
You
this,
hear about it overseas in Europe.
yeah. A lot of bigger cities, bigger environments, large gatherings of people. That's where you have to worry about stuff like this. Use a fanny pack instead of a purse. It's not a real hot look, but that keep your purse attached to you. It just drives me nuts when I'm in the grocery store and I see an unattended purse sitting right there. And I'm even thinking, if you absolutely have to leave your purse in a cart, you have to do something. The only thing I can think of is you get the little child carrier, snap the purse in there. Do something. I saw I do that. That's good. I would encourage you not even to have a purse in the grocery store at this point. We've had so many purse thefts where purses are left unattended. That is a crime of opportunity. They weren't thinking that they were going to commit that crime, but they saw that purse and, man, that looked good right there. Instant cash, instant pay. So don't be that person.
Do you find a lot of break-ins and trunks? A lot of times we'll go someplace and we'll leave our purse in the trunk.
Trunks are better than nothing.
Yes.
Trunks are, what are you concealing if you put something in the trunk? You can't see it.
No,
You
it's
can't
all
see
locked
it.
in the trunk.
It's all locked in the trunk, so you take away the visibility. So
Yeah.
you reduce the opportunity
Yeah.
for criminal activity. So if you have to leave it in the car, leave it in the trunk. We suggest anything of value, take it with you every time. That's something we always suggest. Hot items now are GPS receivers, like where you're going, you stick it on you stick it right on the windshield. You're advertising that I have stuff to
I got
steal.
one. Come get it.
Come on and get it. So GPS